The Senate of Lagos State University on Tuesday called off its industrial action following the decision of its Joint Action Committee after a meeting with the Lagos State Deputy Governor. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Colombian presidential candidate Miguel Uribe has died 2 months after being shot at a campaign rally, his family said Monday, as the attack rekindled fears of return to the nation's violent past. The 39-year-old conservative senator, a grandson of former President Julio Cesar Turbe, was shot in the head and leg on June 7th at a rally in the capital, Bogota, by a suspected 15-year-old hitman. Despite signs of progress in recent weeks, his doctor on Saturday announced he had suffered a new brain hemorrhage. At number 9, Japanese boxing officials said on Tuesday they would introduce urine tests, stricter rules on weight loss to prevent dehydration, and improve medical cover at bouts following the death of 2 fighters. The new measures were adopted during an emergency meeting of the Japan Pro Boxing Association, the Japan Boxing Commission, and gym owner on Tuesday. At number 8, the federal government has unveiled plans to strengthen interagency coordination and deepen community engagement as key pillars of the revised National Counter-Terrorism Strategy 2025. Speaking in Abuja on Tuesday at the final validation exercise for the draft strategy, Major General Adamu Laka, National Coordinator of the National Counter-Terrorism Center, said the updated framework was designed to enhance collaboration among security agencies and promote public participation in preventing and responding to terrorism. At number 7, the federal government, through the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, raked in 5.21 trillion naira from the sale of crude oil, gas, and other economic activities in the first 6 months of 2025. It said the revenue inflow represents 42.7% of the record of 12.2 trillion naira it generated in the entire 2024 fiscal year. The figure, however, represents only 34.7% of the 15 trillion naira revenue target set by the federal government for the Commission to meet the 2025 budget. At number 6, residents of the Barnawa area of the Kaduna metropolis on Monday staged a protest over the alleged killing of a young man by a joint security team, an incident that triggered anger and the closure of popular social spots in the neighborhood. The Kaduna State Police Command, through its spokesman, DSP Mansur Hassan, confirmed the incident, stating that the victim was hit by a stray bullet when the security operatives raided some black spots in the Barnawa area. At number 5, Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Zulum has pledged more support for wounded soldiers and the families of those who died while fighting the insurgency. The governor pledged on Monday during a visit from the president of the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, Mrs. Lillian Ogogo Christopher Musa, at the government house in Maiduguri. Mrs. Musa was in Maiduguri to launch the Thank You Troop campaign, a new initiative by DPOA, an umbrella body for the wives of military and police officers. At number 4, filling stations have raised their pump price for petrol to 900 naira per litre and above, despite a decline in the cost of crude oil since Sunday. Some retail outlets owned by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited raised petrol prices to 900 naira per litre in Lagos and Ogun, even as crude prices dropped from nearly $69 to $66 per barrel. Dangote refinery partners, including Ardova and Hayden, jacked prices above 900 naira per litre. At number 3, President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday hosted the Anambra State Governor, Professor Charles Soludo, at the presidential villa in Abuja, where the duo held a closed-door meeting in the nation's capital. Although the details of the meetings are still sketchy, Channels Television gathered that the meeting may be connected with the forthcoming governorship election in Anambra State, where Soludo is seeking a second term in office. At number 2, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has promised fairness over the IBOM air incident involving a passenger and cabin crew, but warned that unruly behavior will be dealt with within the ambit of the law. On Monday, videos of the altercation between passenger Comfort Emamatsun and airline staff went viral. She was spotted assaulting one of Uyo to Lagos flight crew, with security officials later intervening. And at number 1, The Senate of Lagos State University on Tuesday called off its industrial action following the decision of its Joint Action Committee after meeting with Lagos State Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat last Thursday. A statement signed by the Deputy Registrar and Coordinator, Center for Information and Public Relations of the institution, Thomas Onashile Oluwayemisi, said the JAC also approved the resumption of academic and social activities in the university with effect from Wednesday, 13 August 2025. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.